Making sales on social media, how do we do that? A lot of people want to make sales on social media, but they don't really understand the mechanism of how it works. Really what you're going for on social media, in my opinion, is a high level of reach. I tell people, hey, I got 1 million views on social media, and they say, so what? Does that actually equal any sales? Well, not always as many sales as people maybe anticipate or think. So this is maybe a more realistic expectation of what somebody could expect from a video that has 1 million views. So out of that 1 million views, maybe there's a small segment of those, 10,000 of them who are actually your target audience. And when they see that piece of content, there's some sort of opt-in, and we're going to talk about this further in the presentation, opt-in to capture their information. Maybe that's about 1,000. And then out of that 10,000 target audience, 1,000 opt-ins, after you follow up and email all these people, maybe only 100 buy. So that video that got 1 million views is equal $1 million. Well, not necessarily, but it could equal a pretty large amount of sales, depending on what type of product. So this is how I have my social media structured and set up. This icon right here is an app called CapCut. Now, I produce a ton of video content online. This is an example of a piece of video content that I create online. Well, I'm going to take that one piece of video content and I'm going to put it on all of these other social media websites. Now, I'm going to change it slightly to optimize it for each one of those websites. But if you're short on time, you can just post one video to all these different websites, all these different social media websites. And all of these websites are pointing to a landing page or that opt-in page. Okay. And the purpose of that opt-in page is to capture their email address. Once you capture their email address, you want to do email marketing until you reach the sale. And we're going to go into this much more in depth here. So how should you be emailing these people? So there's an important concept that we should all realize. It's called a value ladder. Now, that freebie that we offered, that is the first step on your value ladder. We call that the bait. And the purpose of the bait is to exchange a piece of information, a piece of value in exchange for their contact, their email address, their phone number, whatever, their Facebook, their LinkedIn. So how do we get somebody to give us their email to give us permission to market to them? We offer them a free checklist, a free guide, a free how-to strategy booklet. And that gives us, like I said, their permission to start marketing to them. Then what we do is we have a front-end offer, a middle-end offer, a back-end offer, and then maybe our high-ticket offer. We want to have a product for every person, for every income level. We don't want to only have a $10,000 product for sale because there's a lot of people who just can't afford it. Doesn't matter if they want it or not, they just don't have the money. So we can have smaller, it's called a value ladder. We can have a smaller end front offer, maybe a middle-size offer, and then a high-end offer. Here's an example of how a dentist structures a value ladder. First, they get you in maybe with a free consultation. And then what they say is, hey, you know what? The free consultation, you got some gunk on your teeth, right? Can we do some cleaning? And that's $100. Great. Yeah, I'll do that. And then they say, well, your teeth are also kind of discolored. Would you also want to get whitening services done? That's $500. Okay. So they got you with the cleaning. Then they upsold you on their value ladder to whitening. And then they say, you know what? Your teeth are kind of crooked. Maybe you need a retainer. That's $3,000. And then maybe they realize, you have to have corrective surgery. The braces or the retainer isn't helping, and that's $10,000. Does everyone see how that they walk people up a value ladder based upon their income level? We're going to start over here. How do we start this process with the short form video? A lot of people have a lot of questions on how should we make short form video. I got 2 strategies here for you. I'm going to paste these in the chat later. This one is a really great video structure, and you start with a hook. Okay, so when you're recording a video, what should that video begin with? Well, it should begin with the hook. A good strategy for hooks is to include things like a brand name, a shocking statistic, a bold statement, a celebrity, a current news topic. The thing about short form vertical video is that people are seeing it all of a sudden out of nowhere. And so you need to establish what's called common ground right away. They're thinking, what the heck is this person talking about? And so that hook is a good way to ground the conversation and to let them know. Then you can follow the structure of saying a problem. And I have an example of this, saying the problem, giving them the failed solution, introducing your product, telling about your product's unique selling point. That's what's called USP. Demoing the product, describing the benefits of the product, telling them their end result, and having a call to action. Like I said, I have an example of this, and you can actually use AI to do this. So if you just plug this formula into AI, it will create a script like this for you. Here's an example of this for my online events company. Are you tired of your online events being boring and ineffective? That's the hook. We're talking about online events. Your attendees are disengaged and you're not getting the results you want. That's the problem. Here's the failed solution. You've tried using different tools and techniques, but nothing seems to work. Introducing our online event platform, which will help you engage with your attendees and get you the results you want. The unique selling point. Our platform is easy to use, affordable, and packed with features that will help you create engaging and effective online events. Here's a demo of our platform. So you can actually show them a visual representation. And here are the benefits of the platform, not the features of the platform, but the benefits. Well, you're going to get more people at your event. You're going to have more sales, their desired end result. Imagine your attendees engaged and excited to attend your online events. And then finally, you always want to end your video with a call to action. Go to my landing page, which we're going to talk about next, to opt in to get this free piece of value, okay? Here's another kind of strategy or short form video format that you could do. And we have an example here too. Stasis, are you feeling tired, sluggish, and out of shape? Trigger, you see a commercial for a new health and wellness program. Quest, you learn about that program and you decide to try it. The program was more than just a diet and exercise plan. These things you can plug into AI and it can really help you with the process. We checked off this part. Now this part, repurposing the content. How do I suggest doing that? Now, there's a lot of repurposing apps out there that will take one video and then automatically post it to all these other websites. I do not suggest you do that because I noticed that when you use these type of repurposing apps is it really tanks the number of views that you get on those platforms. So instead of doing that, what I would do is I would just use this in-app scheduling. All of these apps are able to schedule the content. That's what I would do. I wouldn't do automatic repurposing. I would upload videos individually to every app and then schedule them out a week, a month ahead of time. That's an important part. We've covered that. Now let's talk about landing pages. A landing page is a standalone web page designed to convert visitors into leads and customers. Now here, there's a lot of different landing page apps. Here's one that I like a lot. It's called Mixo. It's very, very simple. I'm actually going to show you a demo here. Let's say we have a health and wellness company. Health and wellness company for women. Now this is an AI and it will automatically create a landing page website, which we can use to capture people's information. I'll give them a little bit of information about the business and also have that form or that place for people to put their email so they can get that piece of value. This is called Mixo.io. You just do it and it will generate this quick landing page for you. In that period of time, they created a brand for us. It's called Women Well. Empower your well-being with Women Well. And see, it has a little thing, a place to put their email, some more information. You can change and edit this all how you'd like. That's a great app to use if you're interested. Like I said, I'll put that in the chat here a little bit later. But there's a lot of other apps that we can use too. There's also all these other apps too. You can use ClickFunnels. This is called Unbounce, Webflow, HubSpot, Go High Level, Wix. And I'll put, like I said, I'll put all these links to these different landing pages in the chat after I'm done here. We've covered the landing page section. Really what you want there, email, and then have a system that automatically sends them what you promised to send them. Now, once you capture their email, you want to put it into your CRM, your customer relationship management system. And when we're emailing them, guys, email should account for about 30% of your total sales. That's when we integrate that value ladder. So maybe first we got them through our free product, then maybe we offer them a $49 masterclass. Come to my masterclass next week. It's $49 to attend and you're going to learn this, this, and this. Then maybe at your masterclass, you have a 2-week-long workshop where you're implementing all the things that you said in the masterclass. And then after the 3-week or week-long workshop, you have another upsell, and that's personalized coaching and one-on-one coaching in your business, and that's $5,000. That's how you can use this whole kind of social media process to get them to buy in and then walk them up your value ladder. That entire process, everything I just showed you, that is what is described as a sales funnel. This image right here is just a sales funnel from the top. From the side, it would look like this, and in detail, it would look like this. If you learned a lot, if you need help on any of those steps, you can schedule a meeting with me to discuss it more. I'll put that link down below in the chat too. You can schedule a free 30-minute social media strategy session. We can look over your entire sales funnel. Went over a lot there. Want to take your questions. We got 9 minutes left. Any part of that process that you guys were confused on or had questions on?
Alex, can you go into a little bit more detail about starting with a hook and starting with stasis? What is the difference between the two?
So stasis is just more of a descriptive style of storytelling. What I talked about with the hook, problem, failed solution, product, intro, USP demo, that is like a sales pitch. That's like you really selling it. Sometimes though, we want to do more story-based stuff on social media. Not everybody wants a sales pitch every single time. And so we can start with our personal journey. And that's kind of what we're describing with the second formula is, here's an example. I was depressed, stasis, but then I had an epiphany, trigger. And I went on a journey to find myself, quest. And I was surprised that I could actually be happy. And the critical choice that I made was I left my basement. I left my mom's basement and I met a girl. That's the climax. So that's more of a personal journey type of thing, because you don't always want to be like, here's my offer and here's why you should buy it. That's not going to be something that people are going to tune in again and again and again to see, but they will tune in again and again to hear stories, personal stories of how you overcame things, the hero's journey.
What's the reversal part?
It's caused a permanent change in you. So you have reversed, right? So now I go out with my girlfriend every day and I don't sit in my basement all day. So I've had a serious change. And now the solution is I'm happy in my life. So if you want to be happy too, go find a girlfriend below. So that's the call to action. Do you guys have all those parts of the sales funnel? Do you have content out there that points to a landing page that sets them up into a funnel sequence that offers them different levels of, we all got something like that. Some people know, some people, it's not necessary for every single business out there. Not every single business needs every single step or upsells and downsells. Some people do really well with one product. But with the nature of what we're doing on social media, it's kind of a mixed bag of who you're going to find on there. Not everybody is an online business networker who has their own money-making business. A lot of people on social media probably have no business at all. So maybe $49 is expensive. So courses are really great as those $49 products, digital products, checklists, trainings, a masterclass, a workshop.
When you're putting together those 30-second videos or 30 to 33, are you recommending being on camera or not?
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
The most attractive, eye-catching thing anywhere, all the time, for the rest of history is somebody's face. People's faces. That's why I always put a face on my YouTube thumbnails. I always put a face on everything. People are face detectors. People just are looking for faces. Faces are really important, and then numbers too. Numbers, 50% of all people make this one mistake. This is some more hook advice. We talked about celebrity, something that has wide, broad appeal. That is your hook. Here's how to not be depressed. How many people does that apply to? A ton, right? So we want to have something that has wide, broad appeal, celebrity, hot topic, shocking statistic, bold statement, current event. Another really good type of hook, this is more of a sales hook, this is copywriting 101. Here's how to get X without Y. X is representative of their goals and desires. Y is representative of their fears and concerns. Here's how to get your goals and desires without your fears and concerns. Here's how to get a six-pack without working out. Here's how to make money online without putting any effort into it. These are the type of hooks that we do. And people are like, wow, yeah, I want to get a six-pack without exercising. That's what's keeping me back from getting my goal. So how do we do that in our business? For Oz, it'd be like, here's how to have an amazing piece of custom artwork without spending $100,000. Or maybe he does charge $100,000. Or what other products do we have here? Somebody tell me what their product is.
I do Beachbody, Juice Plus, and Volara air purifiers. I do 3 different things.
Okay. What are the problems that your business is solving?
My goal is to make people healthier by using those 3 products.
Okay. So the problem is people are unhealthy. And what are the benefits of your products? Not the features, not what they do, but what are the benefits?
More energy. With the air purifier, they are not breathing in all the allergy triggers, or they don't have dust.
Let's do that. Let's do that one. Are you tired of having horrible allergies in the summer? Here's how to get rid of allergies without taking harmful medication or over-the-counter medication. So that's an example of hook. Are you tired of the overwhelming pollen in the air that's making your asthma crazy? Here's how to improve your asthma symptoms without additional inhalers. And that's a good example of using a hook and then following up with the problem and the failed solution too. So I did all 3 there. We said the hook, we got their attention, we told them their problem, and we told them their failed solution in a very, very short period of time.
Alex, what's your take on whether or not increasing the profits in a business is too broad or not?
Yeah, too broad. It sounds, when you go too broad, it just sounds like kind of like a scam. Here's how to make money online. It's like,
right.
Here's how to increase your Etsy sales by 30%. Well, I'm getting very specific, so it sounds like I know what I'm talking about. I mean, hyperbole is good, and using simple language is good, but that's another thing is our hook can be our target audience too. You'll see this a lot. Web designers, that's the first thing you hear out of their mouth. And then what that causes the people to do is, oh, I'm not a web designer, I'm going to swipe off, or I am a web designer, so I'm going to pay extra attention. That's kind of another key, another hook. There's a million different types of hooks out there that you can do. But all right, thanks everybody. Talk to y'all later.